All right, there we go. So I'm hanging out with this guy, Casey Everhart, to watch the replay to get a clear reception, okay? I'm hanging out with this guy, Casey Everhart, tonight. This is my event, and I'm teaching about blogging. And he shares with the group, he says, Stephanie knows Casey. But he asks a question. He says, who's the biggest influencer that you know? Influencing female you know. Bill, who's the biggest female influencer you know? Biggest female influencer in our atmosphere right now.
All right, in our atmosphere?
Yeah.
I'd have to say Mari Smith.
In the United States. Okay, type it in the box, okay, if you know. Biggest female influencer in the United States. I know. Yeah, well, it doesn't call because Stephanie's heard what Casey does. It was Oprah. That's right.
I could see that.
Yeah. Do you know what Oprah's strategy is?
And the way you phrase that question, my thought process, okay, who do I know, like, personally or have contact with? So I didn't think that broad.
I'm going to have a very unclear video tonight because I'm starting to get garbles from you already, Bill, which worries me.
I mean, you're coming in loud and clear.
Okay. Well, I'm going to keep doing this. If it goes out, it goes out. If I get garbles from you, Bill, and I give you a nod, I'm kind of listening, but I can't understand everything you're saying.
Okay.
But Casey shared this tonight in the room. He says, why is she the biggest influencer? Because she takes other people's content, other people's audiences, and she just shares it. Is that how he said it, honey?
No.
How did he say it?
It was very close. He asked, who is the most powerful woman?
Okay, we got that part down.
But why is she the most powerful? It's because she's an influencer, and she does that by creating a forum for people who have their own circles of followers, and that connects them all together.
Okay.
So basically, she brings their light onto her show, basks under their light, and makes that connection.
Yeah, they can barely. So how many of you heard that? Is she brings everybody else into her show who already has a sphere of influence, and she just connects them. Right now, tonight, some of you come here and go, well, this crazy idea. Why would you do this thing like Tim? The Tonight Show, all right, is about the blog and branding show. And it's about crazy ideas like the No Bra Day. How many of you knew, and you can put in the chat box a 1 or a 2, all right, that today was National No Bra Day. Put a 1 for yes, 2 for no. Most people didn't know that.
I did not know that. Of course, I didn't wear a bra, so I was.
Yeah, I don't have my bra on. Just to be, I'm supporting here. So, if you were following things, all right, you're looking for crazy ideas. You're looking for ways to actually get your blog post read. The number one, if you went to Twitter, and I'm going to go click on my Twitter page real quick again to see if it's still there. Okay, no, it's not in the top anymore. But it was the number one trending hashtag on Twitter all day today. When I put signed this thing, it was the number one trending hashtag was No Bra Day. Crazy ideas like that, and is it Kara? Right to right. Yeah, I don't know your name, but
it's Kara.
Kara, yep, Kara. Last year, Ice Bucket Challenge, the biggest one. Why was that a huge idea? It was a huge idea because it got people to act and interact with their own audiences. And by interacting with your own audience, you then interacted with other people's audiences, who then interacted with other people's audiences, who then interacted. It was a combination to get people going. And it all started with an Ice Bucket Challenge. You'd see somebody do it on your Facebook page, your Twitter page, whatever. What if you could do that with a blog?
It was a snowball effect.
It was. But what if you could actually take a trend like the number one trend or the number one trending topic on Twitter this morning? If you woke up at 6 a.m. and you seen that was the number one trending topic, would you not write a blog post about it? Now you got to relate that blog post to what you're teaching, what your blog is about, what your topic's about, what your niche is about. I took number one trending topic of the day and showed you, related it to what I do. I teach people how to blog. Number one trending topic. I teach people how to blog, and I brought it in and I said, what about a crazy idea to get your blog posts out? And there are only 7 people in the room. Normally I have 10 to 15 when I give my secret out like that. But only 7 of you got that tonight.
But you'll have the replay up so they can get it there.
Yeah, the replay. Yeah. That one simple idea, all right, is so crazy, so bizarre, that if you went and wrote a blog post about it and related it to your business, all right, how many people would attract because they're searching that trending idea on social media that day? Robert C. Stern, here we go. Mr. Robert. You like that one?
I heard you reading into it about the crazy, and then I saw the crazy ideas, and I'm sitting there going, "Oh, what is he talking about me again?"
I wasn't.
Well, it was crazy ideas, and the word bra was in there, so I thought maybe there was some correlation.
Someone told me to change it to crazy pink bra, but I couldn't do that.
Well, then it would be Suji Komen.
Yeah. Well, why did I do it, Robert? Did you look at what was the number one trending topic on Twitter today?
No bra day.
That's right. Now, what if? Yeah, and that's what I just shared before you came in the room was, and for those who are just popping in now, is what if you took the number one trending topic and you could relate it to your business, to your niche for the day? Would you write a blog post about that?
Yeah.
Okay. I took it and put the hashtag up here because it was the number one hashtag of the day.
And then guess what's going to happen?
What?
People are going to look up the hashtag and they're going to find your show.
Uh-huh.
And they're going to find your article. And that's the big thing about hashtags.
Yeah. Now, Casey, who was at my event tonight, shared this. He took out his phone and he went onto his Periscope tonight. And he made a Periscope from my room. And then he was telling everybody about people in the room and what I was teaching about. And then he actually takes the phone over and he goes, Tim, give everybody a blogging tip. Introduce me to his entire audience.
Mm-hmm.
Now, he's going to take that home. He's going to have somebody transcribe that video, and he's going to make it a blog post.
And he's going to put you in it.
And he's going to put me in it. And then he's going to send a link to me and say, hey, Tim, here's a blog post I wrote about you. What do you think? What do you think I'm going to do with that blog post?
Retweet it out.
Hell yeah.
And probably put it on your Facebook.
What's that going to do for Casey?
It's going to give him exposure and you.
Yeah.
It's a win-win.
That's right. Why do I have Robert Stern on my show every chance I can get?
Because you love me.
Well, that too. But because social media and a blog go hand in hand.
Well, technically, they're the same.
Huh?
Technically, they're almost the same.
They are. So I get Robert Stern on here because he's one of the smarter people about planning, which is the biggest thing I can't get people to do in their blogging is to plan. So if I've got him on my show and they hear me talking about you need to plan out your strategy for the next couple days, months for your blogging, and then I say, Robert, how would you plan about social media? And then he goes into his planning. It's a win-win.
I just got off the phone with a guy in Florida, and I told him about my blog on Monday, Periscope on Wednesday, add the Periscope to the blog, Sunday night do the blab, and then add the blab to that. The guy almost dropped the phone. He's a video guy, and he understands the power of SEO video, and that you add it now to your blog, and you piece it out with different exposure points.
Yeah.
He said, that'll go through the roof. I said, I know, and it'll take a whole week of going through the roof. And then when you go back to Monday, when you put the blab on, guess what happens? You also put out your new blog.
Yeah.
So now they're starting to read all your old stuff too.
Yep. The last 2 days, I took my blab from the night before and put it on my blog. Last night, we talked with Bill and helped him solve a plan.
Because in 2 days, he's going to have his blog.
That's right. And guess
I remember,
what?
Bill.
Yeah, the blog's there. It's just going to have some new stuff on it.
Exactly.
Yeah. I talked about Bill, helping Bill get I think that was the name of the title of the blog, was helping Bill get a blog plan. And all I did was post this video and a couple comments about it. That's it. Right up on my blog.
Interesting question, Scott.
Jenny Q, is that you?
No,
Jenny Q,
I was reading Scott Scowcroft.
Jenny Q, if that's you in the room, grab that other seat.
Scott wants to know, he's seen me about 35, 40 times in the last 3 or 4 weeks. Before then, I don't believe I've ever heard of you. So the question is, how much social proof have you gained in the past month or so because of Blab? I'm only on Blab 70 days. I've been the same way on Blab since I started, but you also didn't follow me on Periscope since March 26th. And live streaming, believe it or not, has blown me up on business, but I've been around for 5 years in the social media space on Facebook and everything else. Tim just popped off because his network's giving him problems again. Hey, Sharon, how you doing?
I think that was Jenny Q, but I think she popped in and popped out because I don't see her anymore.
We can get her back. That's easy. All I got to do is write, Jenny Q, come back. Up.
Oh, that ain't going to work.
Yeah, hold on. Make sure I spelled it right. That's good. Boom.
Yeah, that'll work.
So, Scott, does that answer your question at all?
And when you think about that, Robert, you know, from the time you started 70 days ago,
Mm-hmm.
you know, your exposure rate didn't go up right away. I mean, it's, you know, like if I look at my Twitter profile since I started being on Blab and tweeting things out, you know, my follower count has been on a steady climb.
Mm-hmm. And the whole thing about a blog or social media is consistency. If you're going to blog, you got to blog every week, at least once. You know, a lot of people do it once a week. I know some people do it 2 or 3 times a week because it's just consistency. So if you release one on every Thursday, if you're going to put it out on Friday, you should release a blog every Friday.
I've known people to do it every day.
Oh, there are some people that do it that way too.
And I tried that a long time ago, and that was just, you know, that was just a little bit too much, especially when you're working.
Mm-hmm. But if you can do once a week, it's very feasible.
As long as you're consistent.
Just got to be consistent. It's not the frequency, it's the consistency. So what I do is I host a blab every single day. I host one blab. Now, I may go into a lot of other people blabs, but I host one. And everybody expects me to host one. If I did not go on Blab tomorrow, I'm sure I'd get messages of where am I? Because that's the consistency that I've built. So if you've written a blog once a week for a year, then what'll happen is if you skipped a week or two, your subscribers will then turn to you and say, "Are you okay? I didn't see an article." You texted Casey, you were talking about him. Your overnight. Oh, well, you know, Scott, I'm a big believer that you can't be an overnight success. It takes 10 years, actually. No, I just be consistent. That's the bottom line. Everybody expects me to be on Blab every day now.
And it's not just the consistency either, right? Because in your case, what I've noticed is the value you give.
Well,
And
you
the help
have
that
to
you
have content to be able to give. And I'm luckily enough in a field that content is abundant, that I can give it, because there's so many different areas I can be talking about. Facebook and Twitter and the blogs. And Tim, refresh again. It's a matter of, I have many avenues to talk about. If it's Periscope, if it's Blab, if it's Facebook, if it's Twitter, if it's Instagram, Pinterest, all those different things. So a blog is just one of the many areas. So I have the consistency. We were talking about being consistent also about blogs. So that's why I brought that up. It's not about the frequency. It's not that you said, there are some people out there that might blog every day. There's some people that blog 3 times a week. There's some people that blog only once a week. But if you blog once a week and you have that consistency over time, you build that following, they expect to see you.
Yeah.
That was a nice look.
Hey, Tim.
Yes.
Casey's trying to find you on Blab. I texted him and told him that you were talking about him. He says, I'm trying to find it. I was like, Tim got booted out of his own Blab, and Robert Stern is kind of in the host seat. So Casey's trying to pop on somehow.
He just has to go on the home page and look for the title, Rock Around Your Blog.
I don't think Casey's has done Blab yet. So
He's not.
But it sounds like he's in it now and he's trying to get it.
Well, I don't know. I texted him the website, so we'll see.
Uh-huh.
If he's got notifications on, ping him.
All right, well, I'm going to get in the bathtub and listen to y'all, so hopefully Casey will pop on, Tim.
So nice to know, Stephanie, that you have 4 men taking a bath with you.
Again.
Did we go there?
Sorry, Tim.
Yeah, I can hear you, Tim.
You're all on audio. I can't even see your videos. None of you. Again.
Refresh again. Roxanne, in answer to your question, no, I'm not on the same time every day. It's a matter of how my day goes.
Yeah, like tomorrow morning, you're on early.
Well, I was on this morning. I did a live streaming return on relationship. Tomorrow morning, I'm doing a Facebook one. I think the title of that one is to post or not to post. That is the question. And then I got to set some more up for the rest of the week. But it's really about consistency. And what he's saying, you take a crazy idea and you turn it into a blog. And nothing's crazy anymore. Anything could be a blog. Anything could be a post. It's how you word it. It's how you set it up. And that's how it'll work.
But you do want to make it relatable to what you're doing.
That is extremely important.
But, like on Facebook, I mean, on that platform, I mean, if you've got a business page and a personal page, you can kind of separate the two. But you can, even on a blog, I think you get away with throwing a little bit of something personal that,
I'm a big believer you should throw personal on everything.
Yeah, just to give that relationship, people give your post
Correct.
a chance to show more about you.
Exactly. Totally, 100%. Because that's the important part. You need people to relate to you. It's not just, wow, he knows only business. I have a good, there are people that come into the rooms and they literally say, I love coming to your room because it's fun too. I learn, but it's also fun. Oh, he's moved.
He's on a phone.
I was going to say he's on a different device.
Do you need a new computer?
I don't know if it's the computer or my internet. This is going to be a test because this is the phone and I'm on my cell network, not on my Wi-Fi.
Yeah, the cell, sometimes it depends. When the fourth seat's being used, sometimes it then turns around and Were you looking for Casey Eberhardt?
Yeah, let him.
He's in the room.
Bill has. If he wants to come in, let him in.
All right.
I've heard about Casey. I just never met him.
Yeah, come on in, Casey.
Just hit the join button, Casey.
If he's got a camera, he might not have a camera.
Depends what he's calling in from. Yeah.
Well, if he's got a microphone, you could do it just audio too. So
They do learn more when they're having fun, Melanie. If people are enjoying their time there, whether it's a conference, whether it's on a blab, whether it's in a room with people live, it doesn't. If they're enjoying their time, they're learning more. It's like a classroom. Think of all your teachers growing up. The ones that you enjoyed the most, that's the one you learned the most from.
Very true.
It's not the person who's the most knowledgeable. I mean, there were professors I had in school that there was straight business and all that stuff. They were hard ass. You learned stuff and you had to because you had to pass the course. But then you had those other professors that, I enjoyed spending time there. I didn't want to miss their class. It's the same thing with the blog. If you come up with crazy ideas or how you can manipulate No Bra Day into a blog about social media, or how a convertible from the 70s is, to something from today, or however it goes. Casey Dean?
Hey.
Now I'm not sure which Casey you meant.
Buddy, can you hear me? He can't hear it.
Yeah, Casey, can you hear us, Casey? I mean, we can hear the background noise coming from him. But he hasn't said it.
Yeah, I'm working on it, guys.
Okay.
Hang on a sec. They brought me in with it's a different Twitter thing. I can't. This is the first time I've ever been on. Oh, geez, I'm right on the camera.
You are on the camera. We're watching you do everything.
Well, then I won't go. So it's funny because it's logged me in with a completely different Twitter account I didn't even know I had.
It
So,
says Casey
good
Dean, share the plan.
Yeah, that's it. It should not be that Twitter account. So, well, hi guys.
Nice to meet you.
There goes
And
Tim
Tim
again.
just-
Tim fell off. He's having a little trouble with his internet. Here he comes back.
Awesome. So, Bob, I'm just gonna kind of observe.
Welcome to Blab.
My favorite gal Stephanie was the one that texted me and said, "Hey, you guys, Casey, got to jump on here."
She's in the chat area on the. Are you on your phone?
I am. I'm literally in a.
So on the
Denny's
bottom of the phone, you'll see the chat, and you'll see the one that says "Mist of Sky" of Canon. That's Stephanie.
Yeah, she's got "fangirl for Casey" as her hashtag, which I love. But I don't know how does I don't even know how I got to be on camera versus in the chat.
When you first join, you're automatically in the chat area. You just listen mode. Then you hit the join button. Now you're in the Blab itself.
Oh.
So your camera's working off your phone, the speaker like you normal, and we get to see you, and you get to see the three of us.
Oh, well, that's awesome. Now I got to come back up.
Oh, Tim, we're sucking him in, Tim.
Casey, now imagine a bizarre blog idea of taking this and putting it in a blog.
I think he just froze.
He did.
That's the problem with the cell. It's almost got the strength. It's getting there.
No.
Yeah, it all depends on where you're at too. I mean, I've seen some people on phones and they've been solid, and others
Yeah, he fell off.
not so much.
Yeah.
Is this the Casey that wrote the forward?
To my book? No. That was Craig.
Oh, that was Craig. I'm sorry.
He was on my very first one that I did. He was the first person to jump in on my very first blab.
Oh, by the way, thank you for the kind words on the show today.
Oh, which show did I do that on now? I forget.
Radio.
Oh, the radio? You listened to it? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
How many shows was I on today, Robert?
You're talking to the wrong person.
But
ask the people in the chat how many blabs I've been on today.
I know, but you think about that, and how many shows did I probably mention you or reference you?
I heard you talking to Wendy saying I'm a single guy in New Jersey, and she with her soft voice going, "Oh, this will be fun."
Oh, and her voice is shot right now. You got to hear her voice; it's better. We called her tranny voice today. So.
You woke up at 7:30 Pacific, and yes, I had a blab on this morning. That was my blab on live streaming and the return on relationships and how to measure it. That was my morning.
Into that one, didn't I?
Yeah, you popped in for a little bit right before your radio show.
Yeah. Huh. I don't remember what I did today.
I did that one, and then I did the Casey one that I did tonight with the interview with that the new Periscope Analytics program.
Okay.
Which looks awesome, by the way.
Cool.
Hey, Libby.
So
really, any idea can be a blog that could be related to your business. It's just how you word it.
You got to word. That's it. Most people think, well, when I tell them, because that's in my PowerPoint, is use what's newsworthy, and
take a lesson from it and bring it back to your business.
That's it. You got to bring it to your business. Too many people just go, well, how do I relate that to my business? Well, you got to think through it. All right. It's not just randomly pick this out of the sky. Every blog post I do, I think through it before I do it.
So, Tim, can I ask? Hi, Robert. Hi, Bill. I've not seen you. I think I've seen you on Blab before, but I've never been on a Blab with you before. So.
Me? Yeah. No, me.
No, I was going to say, I know she's been on a blab with me about 100,000 times.
I've scared him off. I was actually about to ask him a question.
No, I think his wife called him.
Uh-huh.
That's allowed.
Wise move, Tim. Self-preservation is always recommended. So, Tim, I've got a question for you. I'm using Robert's strategy where I do a blog and all of my social media and all of that revolves around this one topic. And oh my God, Robert, what have you done to me? One, I'm making lists. I'm not a list maker. I'm making lists.
I'm changing the world one blabber at a time, Tim.
And so there's that. But the question that I have is Google Trends. So this week is about social proof. And I went on to Google Trends to see what topics around social proof and what words were trending. Do you use that? I know you were looking at what's trending on Twitter. Now, what's trending on Twitter for you is going to be different for what it is for me because I'm in Australia, so I have different, even though it says worldwide.
Different times, different days, really, yeah.
Yeah.
But so I use trends from all the sites. I look at Facebook trends. I look at Twitter trends. I'm looking for the most popular ones, and do they apply? Can I apply them to what I teach? If I can't apply them, I'm not using them, all right?
Mm-hmm.
But this one here, I had to think through making this work today for a blab title. Because I wanted to use that hashtag. Huh?
Have you ever found one, a hashtag, and then the trends that everything matched up, and they were all within like the top 5, so you could...
What, the planets align kind of thing, Bill?
Yeah. I wrote a blog in December 2013 or 13, when the guys from was it Duck Dynasty, whatever the crap was going on between them and the network, because I wrote my blog was about entrepreneurialism, and I talked about follow the money. And I took I put the politics into it that was going on in the TV set. I used the scandal going between the two of them. I used the business side of them. I nailed it all right, in one blog post.
Mm-hmm. And did it work? Did it blow up for you?
Oh, yeah. I want to say there was like, back then I was lucky to get, 200 a day. And I want to say there was like almost 200 people that day came there for that blog post alone.
Cool.
Nice.
You know?
All right. So, okay, so you look at trends across, not just Google Trends. That's what I'm getting at.
I look at trends all over. I frequent Facebook. I frequent Twitter now, and then it's those, and then what's going on with the Hollywood people. What's going on in pop culture.
Mm-hmm.
So if the Grammys were happening, my brand is rock and roll. So if something happens at the Grammys, I'm going to relate it to a blog post the next day.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, fair enough.
You know what I mean? It's just taking a crazy idea. It relates to my topic because I'm the rock and roll keys to business success. So somebody does something crazy at the Grammys, I'm going to relate it to business and to building a blog.
Yeah.
So did you write about Kanye West running for president?
I did not cover that one.
I'm just curious.
I like to use sensible news.
So I should really be writing about, if I was you, I should be writing something about Robbie Williams because he's in town at the moment. So
yeah, especially if it's in your local newspaper, everybody's going to chase it.
Oh, it is. He performed last night and tonight.
Yeah.
So maybe I should try and.
But remember, you got to get that out in a timely manner.
Yeah. In other words,
yeah. Well, he's performing
doing
tonight.
it 2 days after he ends, not going to work.
No. Well, he's performing again tonight, so I'm just thinking I might be able to work a tweet or something.
Now, how would you bring that into social? So, excuse me, I can't get rid of these hiccups. Social proof.
See, what he did was he grabbed someone's phone and he was videoing his part of his performance using somebody else's phone. So I remember.
I would be writing about that.
Pardon?
I would be writing about that. Right there's your story.
Mm-hmm. All right, yep. I'm gonna have to try and find a photo. See if I can find a photo.
Yeah.
Hey Tim, I'm gonna go ahead and jump out and listen from the sidelines for a little bit. So if you want to make Robert or Carol a co-host, just in case you bounce again.
Okay.
I was about to jump out as well because I've got to go do the school run shortly. So yeah, I know I'm gonna love you and leave you, Robert.
I'm getting used to it.
You can see a trend forming there, can't you?
Yeah. I mean, I'll have to write a blog about that trend.
Yeah. Jenny never came back, did she?
I pinged her too, so no.
Okay.
She might have jumped off Blab. So.
All right. Well, I'm going to tell you guys something I learned from a friend of mine who was in rock and roll. And he told the story. He says, you know what they used to do if concert sales tickets was down in the next town? He says they'd throw a TV set out a window at a hotel.
Create their own.
Create news. If things were down, they'd call a radio station in the next town and say, hey, can we have a softball match against your staff? Radio station's going to, okay. And what is the radio station going to talk about? The match. What's it going to do? Sell tickets.
Want to be different right now?
What?
Hey, Sharice Taylor, jump in. I want to see if she'll jump in. Please. Got to be nice too. I got these hiccups all of a sudden. Damn, that vodka went down low. No. Therese, could you please jump in? I think Casey left.
Mm-hmm.
Keep it bath friendly. What did I say wrong?
What are you talking about, Stephanie?
She must be drinking the bubbles.
She must be. All right.
Were you on the last 2 days? I didn't see you on. Was I on, Sharon, was I on Blab the last 2 days? Are you really asking me that? Sharon, you must have a problem with notifications and stuff because I must have been in 9 Blabs today and about 6 yesterday. And I think only one time I didn't put out my notifications. Charisse, aren't you here still? I see your bubble at the top. I asked you to come in only because I wanted to meet you because it's somebody I don't know. I thought I'd try something different. Let's try to grab somebody new.
All right. If you've never been on mine or Robert's before, jump in, grab the seat.
Out of 19 people, how many is that?
There's a couple I don't know in here, believe it or not. But I assume they probably know you. So.
Yeah, I hit a milestone this afternoon, 2,800.
Did you?
Yep.
I'm creeping up on 500, brother.
2,800 in 70 days. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Is there a wireless mic ear that works with an iPhone? With my baton twirler following? I am sure there is a Bluetooth that you could use for a wireless mic. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know how well it'll do, only because if you're using on your cell phone, you might have a problem. Thank you, Reagan. You might have a problem with all that wireless being used because of the Wi-Fi to get the streams in from the lab and then to put it out to your mic. It might be just a little too much on stress on the system. Hey, Jenny, how are you? Why don't you jump in? We're talking about crazy ideas for blogs.
Crazy ideas, and Jenny has no bra on.
No, Jenny has a bra on.
Jenny, neither one of us have a bra on, so don't feel bad. Well, I don't think Robert does anyway.
No, I don't have one on tonight.
No.
I've only had one on this year.
Where's Nerd Picker when I need him?
No. I'm sitting in my living room and my wife is sleeping on the sofa. Oh, okay.
Don't want to wake her.
Well, that's very respectable of you.
All right. Somebody who has not been on, jump on.
Who is in this room? Jeff. Charlotte Social. Why don't you come in? LD Barnes. Madly. Stephanie, you're in the tub. Mr. Zabrowski. Reagan. Design That Rocks. I love that name, actually.
Where's that one?
Design That Rocks?
Yeah. Roxanne Rockvam.
Charisse. Competitive Twirling. Wu-Tang Bunny.
Look at here we go.
Which one? Yeah.
Hey!
Hello.
Hi, fellas.
Somebody who has not been in our rooms before.
I was like, I'm not following her, and she's not following me, so I don't know if she's been in my scope. And I'm like, I don't think she's been in Tim's. I'm like,
well, you know what? Let me tell you all, and you might advise me against this because I've only been on Blab for about a month, but I decided. You guys get an echo?
Little bit.
Hear me okay?
Do you have earbuds?
I don't have any earbuds.
We got to get a crowd fund for you.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Okay, now I don't hear it.
Okay.
Now it's clear. Are you guys okay on your end?
Fine.
Good.
Can you hear me good?
Yep.
Tim, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. Well, this is what Robert, I'm actually following you, but it's under another Blab channel, okay?
Oh.
Because I have Keep For You Health, but it's a totally different business than Tailored Social. Tailored Social, remember, is where I help people 70 up with social media.
You do the senior social. Yes.
Yeah. my social tea. That's
I love the
my
way you
other
put it.
channel.
You said a
Because the
7+
two, they,
years
to
young
me, they
and
don't.
older.
So I just, if I'm going to broadcast and talk about helping senior citizens with social media, it doesn't match Tea for You Health. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, but I am following you, but under another channel.
As soon as you said it, I remembered, though. I do remember.
I got to get with Tim. I got to get with Tim over here. And I got to
do you have
get
a blog?
with you. We got to make it happen. Okay, but blogs, rock around your blog. First of all, when I saw the no bra thing, I was like, oh my God, what the heck?
And then she saw me in here.
I said, oh, no, sir, no, ma'am. Sharice is not running around without a bra, but I thought,
No,
I just don't want to swing and hurt anybody, you know. So, Sharon said, let them be free. Yeah, well, I had to go to work.
Do you have a blog?
So that wasn't gonna work. Say again.
Do you have a blog?
I do have a blog. Thank you for getting me focused, Robert.
How do you come up
off
with
the
your
topic of
ideas for your
bras.
blog? How do you come up with your ideas for your blog?
Well, here's why I popped on. Because I've had a blog for about 2 years. And it's just kind of like if something hits me, then I'll write about it. But if you wait until something hits or something stirs your spirit, that's not a consistent blog.
Notice
So
that.
I don't even give people the address of my blog because I think they would look at it and say, okay, she did one in January, she did one in March, she did one in, so
why?
how do you, I want it to be bold and fun and I want people to come to it, but how do you come up with the ideas? How do you come up with something snazzy that's gonna, catch someone's attention so that your blog is
blog
consistent?
about?
Business.
As in the social media side or the health side?
Right. Social media.
Okay. What inspires you?
What inspires me? I like, something new. Like, I haven't blogged about Blab yet, but I feel like I don't know enough about it. I've only been on it for a month. So it's like, what am I going to say about it? Hey, I've been on Blab for a month. Oh, Tim.
He's having some network problems.
Oh, okay.
No.
So, hey, I've been on Blab for a month. It's been cool. Met some cool people. You should join.
So do you think a blog explaining a new item that's shiny and all this that you had a month experience and you can say that could be a blog?
Yeah. Okay, Robert.
What
Do
did
you
I
have
say
to
wrong?
show off all the time?
What did I say wrong, Tim? Because you know what's great about that? Let's say 4 months. Let's say 4 months down the line, you become even more into Blab. You could do a follow-up blog about it.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Now you got 2 blogs out of it.
That's true. Okay. Well, thank you. That helps. That helps a lot. But they're saying over here, like once a week is a good start. Is that like a typical?
No. What Sharon was saying, how often do I and Tim recommend blogging? And she goes, like once a week at the minimum. I go, nah, probably about once a day because Tim has this show daily, and I tend to stop by and say hi. And we always recommend blogging. Yeah. Because I think blogging is, if you're not into Facebook and everything else yet, blogging is like the first step of social media because you write about what you love and you're passionate about. You put it out once a week.
Right.
And then you talk about it with everything else that you're doing for the week. I mean, I'm a big theme person. Tim knows about that. It's a different aspect the way I do it. Excuse me. So I'll if I write my blog, I put it out on Monday, and that whole week I'm going to be talking about that blog.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so what are you saying? You do the blog, You write the blog, and then on your other platforms, you kind of branch from there.
Talk about it.
I talk about it, and then I link it back to my blog.
Oh, I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because now you're pulling from everywhere else to go to one singular place. And then
kind
Monday,
of reroute your traffic.
And it moves traffic back and forth, bringing everybody back to your blog. And then when you write your new article, you do it all over again. You're bringing everybody back with different little tidbits.
Okay. And so how much does it cost for me to get this advice? Do I owe you like a fee or something?
Ooh, I never got asked that one, Tim.
How much should we charge? Private conference. How much should we charge her?
I don't know. I'm thinking.
Right. Maybe. Okay.
Well, wait. Where do you live?
Say again.
Where are you calling in from?
I'm from St. Louis, Missouri.
They got some prices.
Remember, you're coming in March, and we're gonna go, paint the town. Remember?
Hey. Ooh. Oh, it's free then. Now it's free. Sorry, Tim. Just offered to paint the town.
The only payment you owe to me is a speaking gig in the town.
Trying to get you some money.
I mean, come on. She just offered to paint the town with me. I'm going to charge her?
No, but seriously, I never thought about that. That's a good idea.
Occasionally I come up with an idea.
Once or twice.
A month.
And Tim, I haven't interacted with you on Blab. Tell me about who you are. I just followed you.
He's just the eye candy.
You're the rocker life coach. Tell me what that means. What does that mean?
I created a thing called the Rock and Roll Keys to Business Success. I use music, motorcycles, and mentorship to help small business owners become business leaders.
Ooh.
My main program that I speak about is Rock Around Your Blog, how to build a personal brand and use a blog to get your message out and build your business.
All right now.
Hey, Aaron.
Okay, I like that. I like that a lot. I hopped on a Harley once with a dress on. It wasn't the smartest moment of my life.
My wife rides hers to work every day with a dress on.
I'm not even going there. Stephanie is watching in the tub. I'm not going there.
From jumping on that Harley. It was a great ride, but I was not dressed appropriately. It was kind of a spontaneous thing, but I really like that. I like the twist you have on that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I got a question. What made you choose to teach social media to the 70+ group?
You know what inspired that, Robert? My full-time job, working as a trainer, a staff trainer at the library. And they implemented this service 4 years ago called Book a Trainer. So the public could start calling and booking us for 30 to 60 minutes. Mm-hmm. And as it progressed, it became more and more. I was working with the 70-year-old, the 80-year-old, the 95-year-old who just got, what happens is their children and their grandchildren at Christmas, they get the great new stuff, and they say, "Oh, Grandpa, here, you can have my old iPad." And they call the library up, and I sit with them for 60 minutes, and I really enjoyed it to the point where
what is it like when you see them when they start getting the idea of what it is and what they can do with it?
Oh my God, it's so rewarding.
Boy, the passion that you just showed is an amazing blog.
Yes.
Oh.
Did you see the demeanor of the way you were talking about it?
I wasn't looking at myself. I was looking at
But
you.
I mean, the way you heard yourself, the way you were like, oh my God, I am so inspired when I do that.
Yeah, because I really do love it.
Why can't you blog that? How seniors are taking on social media.
I've never done that, Robert.
That might be a dinner and the painting the red map.
Wow.
Consider it done. Consider it done. When you come to St. Louis, consider it done. Because that's very valuable. No, I always feel like, unless it, falls out of the sky and it's some really big thing, that nobody's gonna really want to read it, you know. So
you're deciding for them?
Yeah.
So is that like deciding that a 75-year-old can't use Facebook? They won't understand it?
I don't believe that.
So then why are you believing nobody would read it?
I don't know. I'm not sure. Hi, Aaron. Hey, I'm not sure, Robert.
Water all over my desk. Hold on.
Don't spill, Aaron.
All over my computer.
What did you spill?
Water.
Oh, okay. I just want to make sure it wasn't wine.
No, unfortunately, no.
But seriously, don't assume what people are going to read.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You'll know if they like it or not by the exposure and by the likes and the comments and everything else they do. You can't assume for everybody else.
That's true.
And you should be writing, about what you're passionate about. And obviously, you're passionate about teaching the seniors about how to use social media on the iPads and everything else. Your whole voice, inflection, everything changed when you started talking about it. You got serious. You got it's amazing when I'm teaching them and the 95-year-old and you watch this. Watch the chat. Did her whole body language and inflection of voice change towards such positivity? 1 yes, 2 no.
Oh, that's cool. That's a cool blab idea.
Yeah, I'm not chatting, but yes, you there was a big difference. Big difference.
Okay. Well, I need to tap. I think maybe I'm just thinking about it too hard, and I'm thinking, because I see these blogs and they're just amazing, and the topics, the copy is so creative. And
look at Tim. He's got this whole rock and roll image. He's got the Harley and everything, and nobody really knows he's this big dweeb nerd.
Oh, stop. Tim's a cool guy. He's a cool man.
See, there you go.
He's busting out the hat now. What does your hat say? I can't read it.
I'll give you one guess.
Oh, Harley Davidson. Yes. Yes. I like, you know what, Robert? I appreciate that. And I'm going to, next time I get on a blab with you and talk about blogging, I will have some development. I'll have something of value to share.
When are you going to put that article out?
Oh, you're going to give me a deadline, huh?
Yes, Aaron and Tim knew exactly what I was going.
Yeah, this is not negotiable.
Let's do Thursday.
When? Thursday. You're going to have a blog article written on Thursday to publish out?
Yeah.
Okay, you do realize this is on the record.
Yes, I see that. No, I'm cool with that.
All right, and you're gonna tweet it to me, so I want to see it.
I will tweet it to you. I'm excited. I think this is
You're
great.
gonna tweet it to me too.
I will. And Robert, wait, I gotta make sure. I thought I already.
Well, you have it on the other one. You said too, because you have the other account.
Yes. So now I've got double portion of Robert C. Stern. Okay.
Usually when
Gentlemen, thank you.
I usually make you write your web name.
I appreciate it. I'm gonna go back over to the chat side now.
Make sure you write your web address in the chat box so we can go check it out.
I will. I'll pop out of here and I'll do that. Aaron, you go do your thing, girl.
Oh,
all right.
I got my water cleaned up. We're good to go.
So, Aaron, were you scared to come in with my topic?
No, guys.
She's not
this
wearing
is
a bra.
totally. I shouldn't be saying this on the record, but I am not celebrating No Bra Day. I would scare people. So no, I did not.
But I'm looking at what you're wearing. It's a tank top.
Yeah, it's a tank top, but I'm wearing a bra.
Oh, it didn't look like you were. So
okay.
Oh no.
The topic was not just about No Bra Day. What's the topic?
Read the whole thing.
Crazy ideas
because that's all everybody reads is the No Bra Day. They don't catch that this was about crazy ideas like No Bra Day.
Well, yeah. Okay. No, because I've always heard you should take, even when you're going to publicists and stuff, same thing on your blog posts, go for the crazy holidays. There's a resource. So I've got it somewhere. bookmarked where you can find like every random holiday or every random day out there?
Just go into Google and type in the words National Day of.
Okay.
And it will give you a calendar. And every day there's like 2 or 3 things. It's like National Hot Dog Day or National Apple Pie or National Slap Your Friend or, whatever.
Right.
It's hilarious. There's so many of them.
Like, I get it's for breast cancer, but I don't know. There's just something wrong with No Bra Day.
Well, that's all right. Tim said he was going to write National No Pink Bra Day for me.
Actually, by the way, I was going to, but it was not my idea to write that, for the record. I won't say who in our group of friends, but I probably could give you a pretty good idea, considering you have a close relationship with her child, that you might figure out who it was.
Well, that narrows it down to either Vicky or Lori.
You are in a coaching relationship with her daughter.
I'm in a close relationship with her daughter?
Coaching relationship.
Oh, Ashley's mom. Got it.
Okay, yeah, you guys, you better watch what you're saying here, because this could be taken in horrible places.
That's never stopped Tim and I.
2 of us, horrible places.
I know.
Okay, Aaron, what do you think it's going to be like in May when I'm in Dallas and you're working with the thing and Tim's going to be there too?
It's going to be fun. There'll be a lot of learning, but it will be fun.
Yeah, we also said we do need to get a designated person to call for bail, but
JJ might be down with us too, so I don't think we can.
We might have to have Gwen on call. That might be a week she can't go away.
I'll have my mom fly down. Patty will be on call. She's good like that. So
Aaron, one of my meetups was tonight. I told everybody about how you're speaking on the next Lunch and Learn.
Awesome. When is that? Let me put it in here right now before.
Didn't I do November 2nd? That I can give that to you? I'm opening up my calendar to make sure now.
Yeah. Hold on. I know I shouldn't be doing this on a blab because it's not very exciting, but let me do this now before I forget. So it's the first Monday.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Done.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Text me or email me what I need to put up on there for information on the meetup.
All right. I'm excited. We'll talk live streaming again.
That's what I want you to do.
I know. Rob's asking when you're going to be in Dallas. Is it May?
It's May 16th. I was just about to type it to it. May 16th is Dallas. May 17th is in Fort Worth.
Oh, you're doing it that way. Okay.
No, we're doing it that way.
Right. Okay. I'll do both. When are you going to Austin then right after that?
No, I'm doing Austin in November. I'm doing Houston November 2nd and Austin November 3rd. I'm going to be in Houston and Austin next month.
Okay.
In 4 weeks or 3 weeks or whatever.
What do I have going on the 3rd?
Yes, Kara, and then I'll be in Australia.
That's so awesome. When are you going to Australia then?
Periscope Summit.
When is that?
May of 2016. I'm just waiting for the dates. I was told it's going to be towards the latter part of Australia.
May. Awesome. May. Okay. Are they doing another Periscope Summit in New York?
Well, right now it's set up that it's January 14th through 17th is San Francisco, and then they got May for Australia, and they haven't set anything else up yet.
It's a lot of Periscope Summits.
Oh, I hope she's out of the tub.
Are we all fresh and clean now, Stephanie?
Oh, shit.
I guess
maybe she's not.
Yeah. She needs to take another accident. Yeah, she's celebrating No Bra Day and maybe just realized
that could have been a very interesting accident, Stephanie.
That could have been. Rob is saying he's moving to Dallas shortly, and Rob, that's where Tim and I are now. So you need to make sure.
Mr.
I know Tim has a meetup group.
It's going to be another one down there.
Yay!
Yeah, I'm psyched to get down there.
Oh, sweet. No, it's okay. It'll be good. It should be still good weather, so it'll be fun.
And I told him since Fort Worth is not that far, I'll probably just stay in Dallas the whole time, and then that Tuesday morning to go to Fort Worth, I'll just leave early to get out there.
Yeah.
It doesn't pay for me to switch hotels like on Monday night to go to Fort Worth. I'd rather just stay in Dallas.
Where are you in? Have you gotten a hotel yet or anything?
I haven't gotten a place or anything because it's in May.
Okay.
So I'm just going to start. I'm going to probably start searching in January for where we're going to have it.
Who's doing all your, and I know we're totally getting off topic here, but who's doing all your like logistics? Because you got a lot of flipping hotel. Oh, Jesus.
It's changing over soon.
Okay.
Yeah, I got somebody I got lined up that's going to be taking care of it all.
I think of doing just one and the logistics freak me out. It's like
I'm doing 25.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, it's now 29.
Oh my God.
We just added, I got to get it up on the site. We added Tacoma, Seattle.
Oh, yeah.
And we decided to go to Vancouver and Toronto.
Very cool. I've always wanted to go to Vancouver. I love Toronto. Actually,
I've never been to either. I mean, out of all the cities that I'm doing, the 29, I've only been to one of them.
Are you serious?
Yeah, so it's like, this is huge for me. I'm like, I get to go. I'm like, I just joined Snapchat a month ago. Like, my Snapchat's going to go ballistic in the next few months.
I just got convinced on Snapchat too yesterday. And here, okay, so I'm completely Snapchat intimidated because I got on it. I started like, I mean, what the Food Network's doing, what CNN is doing, it's like so amazing. And then I'm like, what the hell am I going to put on here that's even like remotely, like even
you know who you should
quarter as
follow?
cool?
Brian Fenza.
No, I'm already following him.
I like what he does.
Yeah. But I think I think I did follow you too. I may have like opened chats with random people. Like I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I have never felt
I got like
so
2 snaps
stupid.
on it. That's it.
Yeah. And
My
I don't know what
first
to
one
snap.
was, hey guys, I got pressured. I joined. I'm here.
And it was a video?
It was, yeah, just did like a 15-second video. It was hysterical.
Yeah. Oh, Becky's asking if there's a Vegas. Are you going
Not
to be
yet.
in Vegas?
We're gonna we may do that over the summer next year.
Yeah.
We got to see how the first 29. Let me get through 15 of them, and then we'll add more.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Well, it'll get easier next week.
Oh, because you have somebody helping you.
I'll announce next
You
week.
can't say. Okay.
There's a few things going on.
All right. We'll zip it.
I think Tim knows a little bit about it.
All right.
He's my confidant.
I know. I see you guys texting each other.
We have a bromance.
Chatting all the time.
We have a bromance.
That's okay.
And when I'm not around, he has this to help take care of him.
Oh my God, that's hilarious.
My Robert Paul.
And this is so hilarious because, Tim, we're coming up on a 3rd week.
I know.
I know
Vegas?
you guys have barely known
Vegas?
each other.
No. You and me in Vegas. No.
That would be dangerous.
That's like
jail money would be needed.
10 times worse than me and you alone in Dallas. That's like if
That
you
would
come
be
to New York
dangerous.
City, I'll take you around. No, we met that one time and we clicked and we started getting together that week. And then the second week, and then we said by the time we're 3 weeks in, we're just going to be vacationing together. It's going to be like one of those.
It's awesome. You guys need BFF necklaces. Like, get them. I should totally I'll get you guys some.
And on Blab, we could do the little charms that match and go like this.
Yes, exactly. And you could like connect them. I wonder if they still sell. I know design that rocks is saying necklaces from Claire's. I should go look to see if they still sell them.
It's going to send half to you, half to me. We'll have to do an unboxing.
I know. I'm sure too.
So she's going to do a whole Periscope of us unboxing them together.
Yes. You should. We
all
all
should just do it on Blab. We can unbox at the same time.
Yeah.
That's true. It would be very cute. And you guys would have these and you could wear them. It would just be perfect. I know. And after 3 weeks.
We just clicked. It was just.
That's awesome,
We
though.
think alike. We
Yeah,
think alike.
Jenny
We talk alike.
We don't look alike.
No, we're far
Thank
from looking
God.
alike. But we're in the same age, so it's like funny.
That's funny.
Are you a Harley guy, Robert?
What?
Are you a Harley guy?
No, I don't do motorcycles. I don't do any of that stuff.
Okay.
You?
No, I don't like motorcycles. I just can't get into them. I don't know why. Like, it's just, it's one of those things where I'm like, I don't get them. Like,
Tim, you want to take this off and then we'll just have a fun conversation because it really is not about blogs.
In the comments, please.
It's getting late. It's only 1:25. I'm going to go to sleep now.
It's a good idea.